Today we are cooking a chicken stroganoff, and I wanted to say this for ages, and finally I got a chance. Today we are shooting on location. I'm in this wonderful holiday home. I've gone away for a short break. I'm in a holiday home with a wonderful open plan kitchen. As you can see, I've got room to put my lights, to put my camera, and I've got a consent from the owner to actually shoot an episode. And we're going to make a chicken stroganoff, which is sort of like, you know, some people think it's almost like posh food. It's not posh, it's just nice food that tastes nice and, you know, doesn't take a long time to cook at all. 10 minutes max, I would say. And yeah, I'm on holidays. I haven't really brought anything with me apart from my knife, which sounds menacing. But there we are. Okay, so I've just gone to a local supermarket and I got myself 2 small chicken breasts, some sour cream, some mushrooms. I've got onions and garlic. I've got some smoked paprika. For this dish, you can use regular paprika. I prefer smoked. It makes a lot of difference, I would say. Some tomato puree. Cooking oil, and I think I mentioned white wine. We just need a splash of white wine. It really goes nice with the chicken, releases the flavor, so to speak. Right, let's cut the chicken. Okay, we are cutting the chicken, and this bit is very important. It makes a lot of difference, trust me, it does. I don't know if you can see this on the camera, but the meat fibers are going sort of along this way. You can see like little lines, right? So they're fibers, they're like strings of muscle tissue, basically, right? And if we were to cut our pieces like so, you would end up with long strings, which means your dish is going to be chewy. We don't want that. Whenever you cut, and this is very important, whenever you cut chicken breast, always cut across. That's way it's going to be easy to chew. Looking at the thickness, that's not too thick. I mean, I could sort of like half it like that, but I'm not going, so it's fine. So these are our fibers, and I'm cutting across, keeping the fingers well away. Like so. Okay. Checking that the pieces, we end up with uniform pieces. We want same size pieces, more or less. This will do. Maybe like so. Yeah, fine. Okay, I'm gonna cut the other breast now. Right, let's cook. And we're starting with garlic, because we don't want to burn the garlic. The heat is not on just yet, so what I'm doing is I'm gonna put some oil on the pan. I know I'm gonna whack some onions there in a minute, so put quite a bit of oil, because onions like oil. Right. Okay, and we are putting our chopped garlic in there, literally on the cold pan, like that. And the reason we are doing this is because we want garlic to heat up slowly, so yeah, it doesn't burn. If you add garlic to a hot pan, it will burn and everything will taste bitter. Okay, now let's turn this on. Okay, it's on. Yeah. Okay, reduce the heat to something reasonable so that it doesn't burn, and we are cooking. Okay, so what we need to do now is wait for the garlic to become aromatic, as they say. In other words, you'll smell it. Make sure it's all in oil. And yeah, it's not gonna take long, you will basically smell it. And as soon as that happens, we are adding our onions. Please note, not the meat first. First garlic, then onions, only then chicken. Yeah, because we want to make sure that onions are cooked through nicely and the garlic is infusing the oil. Not yet. Yeah, takes a couple of seconds more maybe. And you will also see like little tiny bubbles rising from sort of around the garlic area. Oh, the garlic area. Aha! I can see them. See? Excellent. Okay, now our onions can go in. Onions go in. Yeah, because this is not my kitchen, I'm not like used to everything, where everything is. You've just seen I've struggled to light the oven. Okay. And I'm dropping stuff, and I can't use this hot salt. Let's find something else. Okay. I don't know. Okay, making sure that everything is coated in oil. So it is interesting. I've got some cold pressed rapeseed oil because this is only like once I'm cooking here. You would use olive oil. Yeah, at home I use olive oil. But yeah, I got this because other options were ridiculously expensive. Okay, so now what we are doing is we are waiting for the onions to soften and even maybe start browning a tiny little bit, and then our chicken will go in. And you see everything is bubbling away, and garlic, lo and behold, it's not burning. How cool is that? One more tip, if you are like me, if you're cooking, if you're on holidays and you're not familiar with the cooker, you may struggle to control the heat. The easiest thing to do, if you see that something is burning, is just literally lift the frying pan. But I don't think I'm doing too bad actually. Yeah. I have to say this rapeseed oil is adding an interesting taste, and it's darker as well. Isn't it dark? Huh. Interesting. Okay, so I think the onions are starting to soften. Yeah, just a little bit more. Half a minute more, whatever. And our chicken will go in. Oh, and the chicken, my children. Meow, 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 meow. Okay. A little bit more. I don't want to like eat this onion as if it's like in a salad or something. I want it cooked. I want it soft. And we are getting there. See this color? This is good. Okay. Now it's time for the chicken to go in. By the way, when I was chopping everything, there were two different frying pans. Two different chopping boards, sorry. I chopped everything on two different chopping boards. Yeah. And I keep losing bits. It's okay. Can I do this? Yes, I can. Hey. You don't have to do this. This technique is professionally known as a show-off. You don't need to do that. Right, okay, this is not taking long at all, and all I'm waiting is for all the pink bits to disappear so that our meat is this color. It's not going to be cooked yet, no way, but yeah, we are going. That will be a signal for us when the color changes to add other bits like mushrooms. And then all the bits for the sauce are also made in the frying pan, and that's the beauty of chicken stroganoff. It takes no time at all to cook. While I'm frying, a little bit of history. Some people believe that chicken stroganoff is a Russian dish. No, it's not. It was first cooked in Ukraine. It's not Ukrainian. It was first made for the Count Stroganoff. Obviously, he was a count. He didn't cook himself. He had a French cook, and it was the French guy that made it for him in Odessa. In Ukraine. Right. So, okay, you can see the bits have changed color, so our mushrooms can go in now. Okay. And they are cooking. Okay, so my sour cream is ready to be added. Paprika is ready to be added. And we're just gonna cook this for a minute more. It's a nice frying pan. This was in the house, by the way. Okay, so looking at this, I think this is the time for the splash of wine to go in. A little bit of white wine. And although you can't smell it, oh, this smells amazing. A little bit of wine added to chicken or fish, white wine, or if you're cooking red meat, you would use red wine. And if you can afford it, buy more decent. You only need a splash. You can drink the rest of the bottle yourself. Right, so, okay. But it makes all the difference for the flavor. I'm not going to flip anything anymore because I've got wine in there. It's going to evaporate. If you're worried that if you're cooking for children, for example, don't worry. Alcohol will not evaporate completely. There is a little bit of alcohol in here. There is a little bit of alcohol in like rum flavored ice cream and anywhere where they cook with alcohol. Alcohol does not all evaporate, but it adds to the flavor. But I think it's fine to serve this to children or anyone, Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna turn the heat up and get rid of this wine quickly. I mean the excess of it. Okay, I'm turning the heat down back to where it was, sort of like medium. And now it's time. So now it's time to put our smoked paprika. Looks nice. I can smell the smokiness. It's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so we've done this, and I'm going to stir in about a tablespoonful of tomato puree. Right, about a tablespoonful, maybe a little. Not too much. This stuff makes everything sour. It doesn't work very well on its own, but when you have like the smokiness, when you have the wine, when you have the paprika, it all creates a beautiful flavor. And this is not salt, so I'm just stirring it in, making sure that all the bits are coated nicely. And believe it or not, we are only like a minute away from this being cooked. Because, okay, so this is coated, okay, fine. And now we are adding some sour cream. How much I couldn't tell you exactly, it depends. So one way to tell is this: add a little bit, stir everything in, and look at what color you get. This is like, yeah, I go by the color. But this is just me, right? And I mean, I've been cooking this, oh god, I don't know, about yeah, I think it was in the 20th century that it was the first time I cooked chicken stroganoff. Okay, so see this color. This color looks about right to me. You don't want it any more pale. Because we are working with chicken, you really want to check that your chicken is cooked. And today, and the way to do it is, this is how I do it, so to split it like that. Yeah, does it split? I think it's cooked. If it was raw, it wouldn't. Can we see any pink? No, we can't. This is cooked. Okay, heat off. And there we go. And this is all there is to chicken stroganoff. It's really easy to cook, and it's quite festive. Tastes wonderful. Goes really well with rice, with chips. If there is no Italian looking, then you can have it with pasta. I like it with pasta. Yeah, I'm not too hungry right now, so I'm just gonna have it on its own. You could have it in like a hot sandwich. It doesn't keep very well because of the sour cream. You could like put it, you could, if you have some leftovers, you could put it in a container in the fridge, but I wouldn't keep it more than 24 hours. And as you reheat it on low. And if you see the cream start splitting, maybe like add a splash of water and stir it in. I would not recommend to reheat this in the microwave. I simply don't know what would happen. I think, I think cream would split. But it's best eaten fresh. And you've seen it only takes a couple of minutes, a few minutes to make. So there we go, enjoy.